I'm Steve.
And I'm Les.
And this is Sip and Play Pairings.
Right. What we do here is we pair board games with whiskeys.
That's what we do.
And the board game we're pairing today is the Castles of Burgundy Special Edition.
It is special.
Released in 2023.
Yeah.
Castles of Burgundy is an amazing game, and it's actually been out for 13 years. The version I have came out last year in 2023 as a Kickstarter, actually maybe as a game found.
Okay.
But what's awesome about this game is that you've got 2 dice. You roll them, whatever the numbers are, that determines what your action options are for that game. And you can essentially choose to take tiles from different areas. You can choose to place tiles based on what their numbers are, or you can choose to, get extra little bonuses and do other things.
Yeah.
This game is fantastic. And it's one of those games that I enjoy it almost just as much or more so with 2 players than I do as 3 or 4. I really think any player count for this game is great. This game is just awesome. If you haven't played Castles of Burgundy yet, regardless of what edition it is, get out there and buy it. This game is fantastic.
I agree.
Yeah.
So this afternoon we played this through, we've talked about this for a while. And we finally got to play through this, and I'm in love with this game. It is intimidating because of all the parts and pieces to it. But do not let that intimidate you. It really is quick to catch on. And like you said, you roll the dice, that's what you do. There's nothing more, nothing less than that. There's a few things that you gotta try and figure out, but it has an awesome player card. The player aid is awesome.
Top-notch.
Tells you what every single tile does. So even if you're like, oh, I rolled a 6, what am I gonna do? Look at your player aid, look at the board. It's so easy.
If you don't want to use the player aid, the back of every single tile, that's a nice little boat, but tells you exactly what that tile does. There's also a game found out right now for this where they're doing a reprint of it. And it's got a lot of cool add-ons and features where, I've got a tile here that's got some cows on it. Well, it's a 3D printed tile with 3D printed cows.
Oh, that's cool.
The thing looks super sweet.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a fantastic game. So Steve, I challenged you to pair a whiskey with this game, and it had better be a darn good whiskey.
It had to be.
It had to be.
And I knew just from looking at the game and watching your unboxing that we had to pick a really good bottle.
Yeah, something fantastic.
And that's what I did.
Yeah. So what did you pair with it?
I paired with it Valinch and Mallet. And so most of you are going to say, what is Valinch?
You took the words
and
right out
Mallet.
of my mouth. What is it?
And I really didn't know, other than it has a cool bottle and a beautiful looking label on it. Let me tell you a little bit about David. So
hold on, I got to stop you. If you like the nose of a glass, my goodness, this is good. Okay, carry on. Carry on.
We're gonna talk a little bit about this beautiful bottle. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about Valinch and Mallet because I didn't know anything about them. And you can find these in the Alberta liquor stores. And they are second to none. So let me tell you a quick little bit about David Romano. So he started Valinch and Mallet back in 2015. Before that, he was just a portfolio manager for a hedge fund.
Really?
So he started getting into whiskeys, and he went to his boss and said, let's buy some casks to invest in, which is actually a really profitable thing to do. His boss didn't want to do it. And so, which is his loss, really, because you know what? David has taken that idea and run with it. In fact, he quit the next day and started Valinch and Mallet. So basically what he does is he goes out and he purchases a cask and then he bottles it. And so the one that we're enjoying today is actually a Scotch, so from Craigellachie. So it's a 13-year-old. And what makes this one so special, something that you and I really enjoy, is the sherry finish.
Yeah, and the finish in sherry on this is just so rich and so beautiful. It almost brings a man to tears.
It does.
This is such... I hate to do this. In fact, I don't want to. But right now, this is my favorite bottle of whiskey in existence that I've ever tried. I'm in love with this.
I have to agree with you. I totally have to agree with you because we've had lots of different kinds, especially in sherry finish. Most whiskeys finished in sherry are going to taste great.
Yeah.
Most of them do. Some of them, they don't hit the mark. But Valinch and Mallet with this Craigellachie, oh my word, is it ever good. If you can find yourself a bottle, get after it and buy one. So he told me a little bit, because I couldn't really find a whole lot about the actual bottle. So I reached out to David, and he told me, so guess what? Oloroso sherry is what it's finished in. And it's funny, because so it's from Bodega Lagatina. So it's special. It's not just your everyday sherry cask that they threw some liquid in and came up with something. No, this is special. 13-year-old, it's single cask. So once that cask is done, you're not going to get the same thing again, which is pretty cool. I love that. Distillery in Scotland, 54.1 ABV.
My heart. Does this mean I can't find this anymore? Or just whatever bottles are there, like, get them, because...
I hate to break it to you.
Yeah.
You have to read the label.
Yeah.
So this is bottle 300, one of 318 bottles. It's single cask. We will not have this exact same liquid ever again.
I hate to tell you this, Steve. You're not allowed to have anymore.
Oh, but I gotta fill up my cup just to finish the show. Anyways, so if you see anything, and so Valinch and Mallet, they do rums, and we've had some really spectacular rums. We've had some funky ones. Rum for me is kind of one of those things, but every single whiskey that I've had from Valinch and Mallet. And we've talked to David over Zoom with some of our tastings. He's a cool guy, super down to earth. He does an amazing job of finding casks that are simply amazing. So,
not all blenders are created equal.
No.
Valinch and Mallet is a step ahead.
yeah, 100%.
Not all board games are created equal.
Nope.
Castles of Burgundy is something special.
It is.
So what we've learned today is if you're going to play the Castles of Burgundy, any edition, but especially the special edition, you want to pair it with...
Yeah, the Craigellachie, Valinch and Mallet, 13-year-old. It is sherry to the max. I can't say enough good things about it. The nose, the finish, everything is fantastic.
My name is Les.
And I'm Steve.
Please like and subscribe.
Please.
Have a great day.